Hello everyone, it's Dr. Sam. I'd like to welcome you to my EyeClarity podcast. This is a show that offers cutting-edge information on how to improve your vision and overall wellness through holistic methods. I so appreciate you spending part of your day with me. If you have questions, you can send them to hello@drsambyrne.com. Now, to the latest EyeClarity episode. Hey everybody, it's Dr. Sam, and I want to welcome you to another EyeClarity podcast. So today I'm going to take one question. This is a very interesting condition, and even though it's a bit unusual, it affects a lot of people in terms of symptoms, and it has to do with dry eyes. You know how we get dry eyes sitting in front of our screen all day, and more people are suffering dry eye syndrome, and what do you do for it? Well, in this particular question, this is actually from a doctor. She's asking a question about her mom who was diagnosed with a disease called limbal stem cell deficiency, or better known as LSCD. This affects the corneal epithelium, which is the front surface of the cornea. And the cornea is the clear window of the eye. We know that it's made up of mostly collagen. It requires a lot of hydration to stay healthy. When we start getting dry eye, there can be an inflammatory situation going on in the eyelids. We're either not producing enough tears or there's tear evaporation, which happens too quickly. But in this particular LSCD, basically what's happening is the corneal epithelium is not able to replenish itself. And so what happens is that we start getting these symptoms as follows: unstable visual acuity, corneal erosions, ocular pain, decreased vision, scarring, and it really sets up a situation where a person has a really difficult time using their eyes and vision. They end up getting blurred vision. Every time they blink, they feel like they have something in their eye. We call this a foreign body sensation. Part of the reason why you feel it every time you blink is that the cornea, at the end of the cornea, there are a lot of tiny nerve endings. And so if there isn't lubrication or hydration to cover those nerves, then the cornea dries out. And every time you blink, you're going to feel your lid rubbing up against the nerve endings of the cornea. And this is what creates like something in my eye. Something feels like it's in my eye, but it's really just the lid creating this irritation. Some other symptoms can be sensitivity to light, tearing, and I already talked about this, just overall dull pain. So the regular or the conservative or the conventional ways of treating LSCD are as follows: using corticosteroids topically. Also, there is a surgical procedure that you can use that can scrape the corneal epithelium. There's even a kind of another process that's now being researched called amniotic membrane transplantation. And this is done with eye sutures, fibrin glue, and there's a surgery that's done to try to repair the cornea. So in my response to this doctor, because she's looking more for complementary methods, I think number one, it's very important to get good tear coverage by using natural eye drops. And the ones that I would recommend would be homeopathic eye drops, either the Optique or the Similacin, and the 5% MSM. We know MSM is it's a sulfur molecule. It's supporting collagen. It's anti-inflammatory. So, being willing to use those drops 4 to 8 times a day to really keep the eye hydrated. And then in the evening, doing a castor oil massage on the eyelids. This would definitely give more stability to the cornea, more hydration. So topically, this would be my approach. What I find with steroid eye drops is they actually dry the eyes even more. They do help temporarily with the pain and the inflammation, but you're treating a symptom there. And so when you use therapeutic eye drops in the castor oil, you're being more proactive about making a deeper change, getting rid of the inflammation that may be occurring in the eyelids, the irritation there. And also, as you use the MSM, the castor oil, and the homeopathics, the cornea can have a more stable time of healing itself. I recommend omega-3 fatty acids, again, 2 to 3,000 milligrams a day. I like the sea buckthorn. I've talked about that in other episodes. That's omega-7, so you can include that. And of course, all those wonderful vitamins and minerals that you can get through your foods, the vitamin A's. I want to make sure with vitamin A that you're getting enough of the trace mineral zinc, because zinc helps in the absorption of vitamin A. Vitamin A is critical. Also, things like lutein and zeaxanthin and astaxanthin, those carotenoids. And then also things like taurine, a great sulfur-based amino acid, trans-resveratrol, potent antioxidant, saffron, another very high-powered antioxidant. So if you eat the rainbow diet, yes, this is going to be what you need to be able to give your eyes more nutrients. It's obvious you need to wear blue-blocking filters and even sunglasses when you go outside. However, when the sun is low in the sky, I'd like the person to get at least 30 to 60 minutes of natural sunlight every day. And this goes along with the vitamin D3, which is very important, again, for eye lubrication and eye health. So I tend to not do more of the steroids long term. Again, some of the side effects of those can be things like cataract formation, glaucoma, and just an overall dryness in the eyes. And the key is keeping your cornea hydrated and lubricated as best as you can. So I want to thank you so much for the question. I hope this helps. So that's our show for today. I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, take care. Thank you for listening. I hope you learned something from the EyeClarity podcast show today. If you enjoyed the episode, make sure to subscribe on iTunes or Spotify and leave a review. See you here next time.